Hey guys, I'm Erik Peterson and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for skillofattraction.com. And today's attraction tips video is called Handling Her Test versus Her Disrespect. Now, since I uploaded the video, Indifference Increases Her Attraction, I think I uploaded it last week. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys, and most of the questions are about being indifferent to her tests as opposed to blatant disrespect. Now, you have to understand that when women test you, there's always going to be a little element of disrespect in there. But there is a difference between a woman's subconscious tests for your strength and confidence, because that's really what tests are all about, versus blatant disrespect. Now, obviously, you can't tolerate blatant disrespect or women are going to walk all over you. But women are always going to test you. And in order to maintain her respect for you, you have to pass these tests. But you cannot react or lose your composure to either her test nor blatant disrespect. So in this attraction tips video, I'm going to be discussing the difference between a woman's test and blatant disrespect and how to handle both of them so she continues to respect you and see you as the masculine man that she fell for or is falling for. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. All you have to do is head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the contact tab, and shoot me a message from there. All I ask from you guys is that you keep your messages and questions to me rather short and to the point, really just 1 to 2 paragraphs max. Otherwise, I'm just not going to have time to get through them as I get a lot of emails. But I will respond to you as soon as I can. If it's a good question that I think will be beneficial to my viewers and my subscribers, I will answer your questions in a video. And don't worry, I will keep all your personal information private. But either way, you'll get a video response from me or a written response. But I do have to take care of my paying clients first. So if you're just a little patient, I usually get back to you within a few days, maybe a week. But if you need to get in touch with me right away, the best way to do that is, again, head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the coaching tab, and there you'll see I have several options for you to choose from. I offer emergency email coaching where I will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, and that includes the weekends and holidays. And I also offer bi-weekly and monthly coaching where I will work with you throughout the month. And most recently, I have added phone coaching for my U.S. clients. Now, if you're outside the U.S., I do plan on adding something for you guys sometime soon in the future. But for right now, if you need to get in touch with me, the best way to do that is through the email coaching. But I will put a link to both my contact page and my coaching page in the description down below. Now, as I discussed in my video, Women Will Always Test You, which I highly recommend that you watch, you cannot escape this. A woman testing you for strength and confidence is just part of their innate existence. And it was developed through evolution to seek out the most dominant male. When a woman has a high attraction for you and she's in love with you and you're passing her test, she's going to test you far less. However, if she's losing respect for you, usually due to you failing her test, she's going to start testing you way more. And she's going to continue testing you until she's convinced that either you're just a weak beta male or until you start passing her test, in which case she'll start to think that maybe she made a mistake thinking that you were weak. And this is all going on inside of them. I mean, not necessarily consciously, but she's feeling these things. Now, as I mentioned before, her blatant disrespect usually comes from you failing too many of her tests. But sometimes it's just because she wants to see how far she could push you before you put your foot down. The difference between her tests and blatant disrespect is that her tests are more like little jabs to your ego to see if she could get under your skin and push your buttons and push you off center and see if she could get you to lose your composure. And that's really how you pass her test. You're basically indifferent and unaffected by her little insults. But what you don't want to do is get all upset and butthurt and start defending yourself. I mean, that is how you fail her test, because that conveys weakness. Blatant disrespect, on the other hand, is something completely different. She's either doing it because she's a narcissist and she has no respect for anyone, or she's intentionally trying to piss you off to see if you're man enough to stand up to her. Now, why would she do this, you might ask? Well, as I mentioned before, she's either losing respect or has already lost respect for you, or she's just trying to push you to see how far she can push. I mean, women need to know that you're going to be able to stand up to danger in order to protect her and her children. And if you can't even stand up to her, how are you going to be able to face any real threats? And again, this is going on inside her. Maybe not consciously, but she's feeling all of this inside of her. So just know this, that women will never love a man that doesn't stand up to her, put his foot down, and walk away from her when she pushes him too far. So when it comes to blatant disrespect from your girl, you must either take a stand or risk her losing respect for you and ultimately losing her, because once she starts losing respect for you, it's really the beginning of the end. I mean, you could turn it around, but if you don't catch it in time, like I said, it's the beginning of the end. But the thing is, in order for you to stand up for yourself, you can't be afraid to lose her. In fact, you have to be willing to lose her over her losing respect for you. And if that means that you have to walk away from the relationship, then so be it. Because staying in a relationship where she has no respect for you, it's going to result in you just being miserable and feeling like a weak little man. And the truth is, if she truly loves you and values you, she's not going to be letting you get away for very long. I mean, she may push back a little bit, but if you have the balls to walk away from her, she's just going to love you that much more. I mean, it's going to increase her attraction for you. And this is still showing indifference. I mean, you're communicating your self-respect to her by putting your foot down or walking away. You're still not being pushed off center or being affected by this. You're essentially communicating that, look, this is how it's going to be, take it or leave it. And if you want to leave it, hey, it's your loss. I could replace you. So then what's blatant disrespect? Well, that could come in numerous ways. But think of it like this, where her tests are more like little jabs to your ego, blatant disrespect is like a big slap in the face or just like a crazy right hook. A couple of examples of what I would consider blatant disrespect is, let's say, you have her out on a date and she's texting most of the time. Or maybe you're in a committed relationship and you overhear her telling her friends, or even worse, guys, that, oh no, we're just friends. Or ghosting you is very disrespectful. Or belittling you or talking down to you, especially in front of other people. I mean, these are just a few examples, but you're going to know the difference when you experience it. And you don't have to be a dick about talking to her about this or start beating your chest about it. But you do have to tell her in no uncertain terms that you are not cool with this behavior. And unless she plans on apologizing, you two have nothing left to talk about. Now, if she's at your place, maybe you could tell her, you know what, you're going to have to leave. Or if you're out with her or maybe at her place, you just turn around and walk away. I mean, she may not cooperate right away or push back a little bit, but in my experiences, if she sees you to have any value to her at all, eventually she's going to be calling you or contacting you and apologizing. You do not call her and say, are you ready to respect me yet? Because that's going to be even worse. You let her reach out to you and apologize to you no matter how long it takes. And if she doesn't, that just means she's already completely lost respect for you. But one thing I do guarantee is if she does apologize, she's going to be thinking twice before she tries this again. And if she does try it again, it's over. I mean, remember, you are the prize. And if she treats you any less than that, you just don't have time for her. You may be able to continue using her as maybe a friends with benefit, but as far as any kind of girlfriend material, she is no longer a priority because she just doesn't have enough respect for you. So if you guys have found this video helpful or any of my videos helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and for you to share it with any of your friends and family. And I would also really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button down below and tick that little bell symbol next to it so you get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And in the description down below, not only will I have a link to both my contact page and my coaching page, but I also have a link to PayPal if you deem this video worthy of a donation. So that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.